With World War II over in Europe, new governments had to be established in the countries ravaged by war. Stalin was given the task of restructuring countries west of Russia into independent democratic republics. Instead, he made those countries communist puppet states with him in complete control. It became known as the Eastern Bloc. The citizens of these Eastern Bloc countries were furious. Riots and revolutions broke out, but were brutally suppressed by Stalin. However, one woman took matters into her own hands, and her name is Anna Virag. Born in Budapest, Hungary in the year 1930, Anna was the second and last child of her family. She lived with her mother and sister, but the Eastern Bloc was rarely safe, particularly because her sister worked for Hungarian intelligence. In her early 20s, Anna married a man who was involved in an active revolt against the Communist Party. She stayed at home with her mother and sister until the age of 24. But one night, her sister came home with terrible news.
Well, my sister come over. First of all, my sister worked for the FBI in Hungary, and she come over one night, 11 o'clock, and my husband don't come home more than 2 weeks, so she said they're looking for him because he was in a revolution. So she said, I have to leave because if they don't find my husband, they're gonna take me. So she told me, put your coat on and leave right now. And that was 11 o'clock in the night.
Now on the run from the KGB, Anna joined a group of 6 young men looking to escape the country. They began their journey on foot towards the border between Austria and Hungary. They were trekking through a field when all of a sudden, Russian soldiers approached in a tank and captured the group. Anna and the men were taken to a police station where she was greeted by a Hungarian policeman. The policeman promised to keep her safe, and she was later let go along with the 6 men. Now closer to the Austrian border, they had to travel through a thick strip of woods to reach their destination. All at once, they sprinted into the forest. They could hear Russian soldiers yelling in the distance. They had to keep running and running until they made it to Austria. Luckily, Anna and the other men made it across safely. They were welcomed by a kind Austrian policeman who offered to take them to a refugee camp in Vienna.
I was finally escaped to Austria. Then over there was very bad because we have hundreds of people over there and Austria can't feed us anymore, so we just get one slice of bread every day. But when United States hear it, Nixon came and visited us and promised to everybody United States gonna send some food, and he said 5 days, but we get food for 3 days. And when Nixon was over there, go around and look around and talk to some people, and he talked to me, and he said where I like to go. So I said to him I like to go to United States, and and that's all I tell him. And he said, you're gonna get there. And he just shake hands with me, and he go further. But promise me, and I get to United States.
She reunited with her husband shortly after moving to the United States. They lived in New Jersey, where Anna would take odd jobs while her husband worked at the Ford Auto Factory. May her legacy live on through stories passed on by her family and friends.